All right, everybody. Welcome back. Where's my microphone? It's over there. Okay. Welcome back, everybody. I'm like looking around because I just switched my whole desk up and I'm looking around. I'm talking at nothing, and my mic is on my other side. So yeah, a quick recap. The last session, you all found yourselves on the space station Peltavaria, following a lead for somebody that might be able to help you uncover the secrets held within the mechanical brain of an android that you'd recovered off of a planet some many days ago. This individual has been known to oppose the megacorps at every possible turn that she can, and as the megacorps are the main ones after you and this android, you figured she would be the perfect one to help you out with this. And so, you met with a contact that could get you an audience with Rona, the smuggler aboard Peltavaria, who may be able to help you out. This individual gave you a data chip that allowed you access into Rona's nightclub, the Eclipse. When you all made your way in there, you found that whatever this device was, it was manipulating data terminals, the guest list for the club, and various other security measures that were in place, allowing you all to basically just walk right back into Rona's back offices. She was quite surprised by this, and held you at gunpoint for a brief moment, curious as to how you defeated all of her security measures, but quickly learning that you all had been set up just as much as she had. The contact who had set you up with this whole assignment had been dead since long before you all supposedly met with him. Tarko reportedly, having been killed the same day that you all received the communication from him on your way to Peltavaria several days ago. And so, quickly realizing that it was a setup, Rona began making her way out of the bar and out of the Eclipse and trying to get to safety, but gunfire erupted outside as the agent who was posing as Tarko and several of his goonies began to assault the nightclub. You were able to fight your way out, but were not able to stop Tarko from leaving with whatever it was that he was after. Rona seemed quite confident that since you all were here regarding Zephyr Core, and all of this seemed interconnected and linked, that he was likely after a key chip hidden in her vaults, and this proved to be the case. Tarko had broken in, using you all to get through the security measures before stealing the data chip and making his escape while his lackeys lit up the nightclub, covering his escape. You fought your way out of the nightclub, boarded a few of Rona's hover bikes, and gave chase to the spy. You all were able to stop him and prevent him from getting to wherever it was that he was going, and crashed his hover bike, and that is where we pick up now. You all are still in the streets of Peltavaria. The wreckage of Tarko's bike and the body he left behind now shifting and changing, proving to be a shapeshifter, a changeling of some kind. And yeah, that is where we pick up now. So let's go ahead and get you all out onto the streets of Peltavaria. All right, everybody, the chase has just concluded. You are all still in the streets of Peltavaria. Rona has just held up the chip and said, I wonder who he was taking this to. What would you all like to do?
I would like to search the body.
Okay. You do so. Go ahead and make an investigation check to start off.
Okie dokie, 1 second. You said investigation, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. With a 16, the first thing that you find is his data pad. And you can see with your cursory run through that he has 300 cubiles that you can transfer to yourself.
Wow.
But I'm going to distribute that through the party. I'm going to just take it all to myself. Actually, I'm not going to distribute it yet, but I am going to just like pocket the data pad because I want to make sure nothing can be traced.
Got it.
Make a liquid funds section in the group loot.
Yeah. We're gonna put that into the group funds for now until I can maybe do a little hackety hack. Don't talk back. Make sure it doesn't get traced back to us. Make sure the
Okay.
data pad can't get. I'm gonna turn the data pad off too for now, immediately.
Okay.
Beep boop. I would like to query Rona about the importance of this data pack. What are its contents that are worth stealing?
Rona takes a look around. She says, "Not here. I have a safe house. It's only a couple blocks from here. Let's get there and tell you why I think they're after this."
What about weapons?
He has a heavy pistol.
I grab it.
Okay. And yeah, as far as what Tarko was carrying, that's the only weapon that he had.
Yep. I was looking for one of those.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Kalela, in addition to the 300 cubal that was just readily there on the data pad, you also do find in a hidden compartment embedded into Tarko's leg, indicating some cybernetic upgrades, a pair of healing ampules.
Ooh.
Ooh. Can I make a check with my cybersmith? No, I can't do that with my digital technician. But am I able to like get those out of him?
Oh yeah. You're able to find the compartment, and since he's dead, there's not much resistance to retrieving them.
Cool. I'm gonna take those out.
Okay.
You said they were cyberkinetic. What? One more time?
No, they're healing ampules. They were inside of a cybernetic compartment, like a kind of like a storage container that he'd implanted into his leg.
Cool. Okay. Healing ampules.
Just a pair of healing ampules. Read Potion of Healing.
Nice. Cool. Swoop. Swiped into my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop back on the bike with my buddy.
All right. All of your bikes made it through that. Nice. I think we lost a couple bikes last time I ran this one. Fantastic. Okay. So, you all here begin to hear sirens in the distance as emergency services are rushing towards the scene of this crash. Is there anything else that you all would like to do?
We just gotta get out of here ASAP.
Sorry, Hank, what was that?
I said that the safe house sounds pretty good.
All right. Okay. All right. So, within a short ride, only a couple of blocks away, you all find yourselves at a high-rise built into the station wall. Rona walks up, gives the man at the door a nod, and he steps aside. A very tall human man with quite the arsenal about him. He seems to be someone that you would rather not be trifled with. But he does step aside, seeing Rona, lets you all past. He kind of doesn't really look away from the street as you all walk past him into the building. Rona leads you up to about maybe 10 stories up. You all use a lift to get there. And she leads you to a penthouse. At least it was one at one point. It appears that it hasn't been used or seen any renovations in a good couple decades. It's run down. But, again, it looks like no one's been here in quite some time. So, Rona says, make yourselves at home, and let's see what we can figure out. So, Rona goes on to explain to you all that this key chip holds half of a code. Or, I'm sorry, that this key chip holds, sorry. Alright, she explains to you all that this key chip holds bypass codes for a ship. She says that you all may have seen it on your way in. The Hyperlance.
I look at
We
that.
met. I believe that is the one that our pilot friend was drooling over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Kalela just like darts her eyes towards Bacchus.
Yeah,
He
they're still
starts
mopping up the
drooling
floor.
some more. Yeah, you bring up the hyperlance, and Bacchus is just off in space, just drooling some more.
I close his mouth because it's just hanging open. Come on, Bacchus. Bacchus, compose yourself.
That will be my ship. And we
Rona
will
looks over
fly
towards you.
into the-
She says, "So you've heard of it?"
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
some friends of mine came across some rather sensitive data not some time ago, and they managed to hide this information aboard the Hyperlance. I'm sure that you've heard of the experimental navigational computer aboard the ship. Well, my friends designed that navigational system and hid something deep within it. Something that we know for a fact that Zephyr is after. Part of a code. We don't know exactly what it is or what it's supposed to do, but we do know that Zephyr has been combing the galaxy trying to find it. And she looks over towards you and says, "And if what you told me earlier..." How much have you told her about Alfred, the android?
We not much, just that we found him, I think.
That we found him and that we know that there is a second code that we need to kind of unlock him.
All right. So, she tells you all that android and the data aboard the Hyperlance are two pieces to a puzzle that Zephyr is desperately trying to put together. She doesn't know exactly what it is or what it's for, but if Zephyr wants it so badly, then it can't be anything good. She asks how you all feel about stealing a starship.
You just hear friggin' Bacchus snort and like, fuck you! He's like stupid excited.
You had
He
us
wants
at
the ship.
glance.
Lay just cracks her fingers and is like, I'm ready. We can do this.
And if he has the tail, it is swishing.
I think Alpha just lights up and be like, that would be quite the experience. I don't think I've ever done something like that before.
She nods.
While theft is not my typical mode of operation, there is the fact that there is vital information contained within that ship.
And she nods and says, "And if it helps at all, Zephyr was almost certainly going to steal it. So, in a way, you are simply keeping it out of evil hands."
I mean, if you really think about it, it's technically your friend's ship, so if they were stealing it, that's theft, and we're just protecting it from being stolen, so we're not really stealing a ship.
Well, while I appreciate the more of the ethical justifications,
You're
the fact that
welcome.
we are trying to preserve something more heinous from gathering this information is more than sufficient.
Bacchus would cut in right there and be like, yeah. You get me and I get to fly that thing? Hell yeah!
Bacchus,
we don't
sit
want me-
down.
Well, we definitely don't want me flying it. I'm not even sure how to do so.
Bacchus is like, you guys get your information. I just want to fly that damn thing.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to be that cliche, but I'm just cautious.
Okay. Yeah.
Truthful.
Rona, I mean, she's obviously not telling you everything, right? But no good spy would. So,
I just want to
Yeah.
make sure what she's told us is the truth. Lay doesn't need to know everything. She just wants to make sure that she's being not told a fib, because she was already tricked once by Tarko, and she's wary of these spy folk now.
awesome. So, you do believe that she is who and what she says she is, and you do not sense any ill intent or any lie from her. Okay. So, Rona sits back in her chair and kind of says, "So, how do you all plan on getting aboard? I'm sure you've noticed it's guarded like a tank. It's guarded like
I've got an appointment to go on it later today.
one of the tours? The tours
Yeah.
that are accompanied by no less than 6 armed guards."
Do you see see who I've got with me?
She kind of tilts her head. She says, if you could not murder station security in the process, that would probably be best.
Oh, no, 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 no.
I never said murder. I'm not some crook rogue.
She kind of gestures like, okay, let's take a look at this from another perspective. This is not going to do us much good if when you leave the station you are chased by half of the security personnel.
It won't happen.
When is the Hyperlance scheduled to leave?
That is a bit of the problem. It's scheduled to leave in, she checks her watch, 6 hours.
Oh, that's almost better.
When is my a scheduled appointment?
2 hours.
Because if it's scheduled to leave in 6 hours, nobody will be upset that it leaves.
In 6 hours. That tracks.
Is there any legitimate reason why it would leave earlier?
She says she's not sure. While her people installed the nav computer and put the information there, they don't own it. Technically, RevoSys owns the ship. So maybe you could find out?
Where's this RevoSys?
It's one of the megacorps.
Yep.
Hmm.
Revolutionary Systems.
He would have known that. I have no idea.
Yeah. Look, I'm like, Lay would know that.
Right.
Mel doesn't. Would any of us know, or would Lay know, like, if there's a place that maybe they can go talk to these people?
So, she would say that RevoSys doesn't operate openly on the station, but there should be a few of their people around the ship. She says maybe you could talk to some of the reporters, maybe some of the guards that are protecting the ship know something. There's certainly a wealth of knowledge to be found once you're aboard the ship, even if you are under guard. There's a few different ways that you can gather intel on this.
Interesting. What do you guys think?
Well, I will freely admit that stealth is not my strong suit.
Oh, Bacchus is fine with stealth, but he
Well,
just wants to get in it and drive it.
I don't think we have to be stealthy. We have to find a way to get the ship and, like, not be hunted down by security.
Bacchus. Oh no, this is the So
Would it
Bacchus
be-
is good with disguise kits. We could definitely, if we knew what we were looking for as people who would be the people operating it, would be able to do something that way.
Well, if it were possible to also just attempt to stage some sort of chemical spill or something similar to that to force an evacuation, that could also provide us an opportunity.
We also have to get past the security on the ship, though, to be able to drive it.
There's a couple of us that can handle that. Don't worry, Bacchus.
And Rona would say that once you're on the ship, her key chip will get you access to the computers. So you'll be able to start the engine and take off once you're on there.
But it's getting everyone off that we need to make sure that we can do without killing anybody.
Yes.
The guards on the ship, those are RevoSys, yes?
Yes.
Primarily automated.
She says she's not sure. She knows that RevoSys has touted that there is a defensive measure on board the ship, although no one has been able to figure out exactly what it is yet. Other than that, it's Topopole that guards it. They were hired to stand guard outside and lead the tours inside. Tavapol being the Peltivaria police.
Bacchus, I would say you getting to go on your tour with one or two eagle-eyed people accompanying you could be a good information gathering trip.
Could work. We're gonna have
I
to
mean,
do it anyways.
I mean, obviously, we don't want to use a tour to actually try to take the ship, because that would have us going up against Tavapol, and we don't want to do that. Better that we figure out.
You know what we didn't do when we were at that dead body is figure out what he was using to cloak himself. Damn it.
Use a shifter.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, one option is to, if we can figure out how to get on the ship unobserved or observed but not categorized as a threat or somebody that needs escort, and manage to be on the ship as it leaves and then hijack it.
Box is probably our stealthiest character.
Yeah, we need all this on there because the ship would be leaving and we wouldn't be coming back to pick anybody up.
Rona would also say that she can send a message to Leonoro and the cutter to take off and meet you all at Pelsaros. Pelsaros being where Rona's contacts are. She says that once the ship is off, you can take it to the Iriadi Rift nearby, which will deposit you near Pelsaros, and that is a station that is far friendlier to her particular brand of smuggler. Says that once at Pelsaros, they should be able to extract whatever data is inside Alfred and the Hyperlance and put it together to figure out exactly what's going on. She says that she can send Leonoro and Alfred ahead of you all, as having them both in the same spot is a bit risky at this time. Having both Alfred and the Hyperlance together.
Yeah, I think
I
that's a
would
good
agree
idea.
with that.
Okay. She'll send word to Leonoro to take off whenever it's convenient for him and meet you all at Pelsaros. She says, there's also the little matter of payment. She offers you all 2,000 cubles to do this. I was waiting for that. No, for the group.
Plump.
There's what, 5? How many of us? Well, 6 technically.
333 cubles each.
Nice.
You gotta make that more even, damn it.
We could put 1 cuble into
We need to be.
party fund.
He's be like, nah. He's be like, Box be like, let's make this even for a good even number for everybody. Let's make it 2,100.
She holds up a hand and says, how about this? If you manage to get this done without damaging her relations with Tavapol, she'll tack on an extra 500 cuble.
416 cuble each.
Box is trying. I think we can do it.
I think that works. But the real payment is the journey of crime.
Of crime!
And the ship.
Friendship.
And keeping the ship when it's all done.
And friendship.
Bacchus, make
friendship.
make an insight check, Bacchus.
Do we-
Alpha.
Is she not letting us keep the ship?
Nah, she's not letting us keep the ship. Box doesn't know that.
Bacchus doesn't know that yet. Bacchus is like, new ship, new ship.
Box is like, I got a new bike today. I got a new ship today. Fuck yeah.
He's so excited. What a good boy.
Because he's gonna put that bike on fucking what's his face's ship for sure if he gets a chance
Hey.
to.
If we
Do you say
successfully
that?
steal it,
Do you say that
we
near
steal
Rona?
it again.
Rona looks over towards you. She says, "You can certainly have that bike for 10,000 cubel. I think I'm just gonna
Oh.
give you one of my bikes."
Yeah, you're
Oh,
nice like
I
that.
mean,
She
we
says, "I'll
did
tell you
save
what.
her life.
Whenever you're on Peltavaria, consider it on loan. Just don't take it off the station. I like that bike."
He just gives an audible huff. Very disappointed.
What color was the one you were riding, Bacchus?
It's the top one.
All right.
I think it was the blue one.
I think it was the blue one.
Got it.
Rona was on the green one, and me and
We're on the-
yeah, we were on the pink one.
Yeah, so it's the blue one. Man, he's lost out on a car, a bike, and a ship. Despondent.
Disbond.
Wow, big word.
Just like saying one big word is always fun.
Despond.
Yup.
Is that the new Sag?
Sage.
Sage.
Alright, so to get on this ship, we'll do a reconnaissance during the our guided tour to see if there's anything, but we also have to figure out, have people on inside doing recon from the inside, but also people on the outside doing recon to see how we can get by the guards on the outside to sneak onto said ship after said reconnaissance mission.
Okay. So, do you all want to hang out at the safe house for a while first? Or are you heading straight there?
Before we go, hey Rona, you said that Tarko died
She nods.
5 days ago.
She says, "It appears he died within hours of sending you that message."
Do you know who was the one that did it? Was it Zephyr Core?
She nods and says, "Almost certainly. They are known to hire shifters like that to impersonate and infiltrate."
Okay. I'll make sure to keep an eye out.
She nods.
Trust no one.
Trust no one.
I just start skipping out.
Okay.
Of the safe house.
Right, so no
Bacchus is
one.
going to be like, Bacchus wants to find food. If there's food in the safe house, he's going to eat before he leaves.
Okay.
He's hungry.
Hunky.
Would you all like to take a short rest before departing?
Probably.
Yes.
That would be lovely.
It doesn't help
Yeah.
me, but everyone else it
Yeah.
probably helps.
Go for it. Safe house, be safe.
I don't think. I think all my stuff is long rest. Let me.
Can I buttons for that?
Yeah, my spells. I'm assuming
mean-
are long rest too.
I don't have a button for short rest.
Is
The
there
only
a
thing-
token action for short rest?
There is not for Esper Genesis. It's there. I mean, I could put it there, but it's not. It's thoroughly broken if you press it. So.
How do I roll hit dice from my sheet in roll 20?
So there's
If
gonna be
you
a.
hit the hit dice right
Got
under the number.
word,
there's a
yeah.
number For you.
Wow.
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 Oh.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
This is what Lay's doing right now.
Esper recovery.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, nice.
Is that your arcane recovery?
pretty much.
Pretty much.
I get to recover some of my talent points. Only 3.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. Still nice.
It's
Oh
like a-
shit! My graphics
Yeah,
card
we got-
shipped.
Yeah.
I obsessively stock my orders from Amazon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask Rona if she has a spare pistol.
We have a spare pistol. Just a light one.
As you say that, Rona kind of looks over towards you and says, "Oh, yeah," and kind of lifts up the remote that she was using to control the music and presses a button, and a wall panel slides open. Pistols, auto rifles, assorted bladed weapons.
I'm gonna grab a heavy pistol and possibly something else. Give me 2 seconds.
Rona says the grenades are in the bottom left drawer.
That's what
There
I'm
you
talking
go.
We also have 5 light pistols in the group inventory.
I wanted a heavy pistol.
Mhm.
So if anyone wants a light one, we have.
Yes.
Grenades.
Grenades.
What kind are there? Just
There are 4 fragmentation grenades. She says you're welcome to the lot. But again, just do your best not to use them on top of pole.
No grenades for
I'm
me.
good.
Nope, I'm good.
There is also an arm pistol inside.
What is an arm pistol?
Standard arm pistol. It is essentially a pistol that attaches to you.
It's like a hand or like the hand crossbow or whatever, the one that attaches to your wrist.
Yep.
It's a 1d6. You have to reload after 6 shots.
Yep.
My friggin' character sheet's not loading up. What
Mechanically, Silori, the arm pistol, you have both your hands are free and you can still operate it.
If possible, I might take that, though I will admit that I am still having some issues as far as getting stuff up and running, but I will just make a note.
I just had to reload. Mine was being stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mine was too.
Oof.
Indeed, oof.
Okay, so this may not just be me.
No, I think it's just
Let me
roll 20.
Try to do that. Let me just read this, because well, this is likely to go lovely considering the connection issues I've been having today.
Oh no.
But we will.
I
try to
already got my
reload.
dope ass saber, so I'm good there. The saber is a finesse weapon, that's why I was very excited to find it.
Yeah.
Ooh. While we're hanging out, DM,
Mm-hmm.
am I able to mess around with that data pad somehow to make sure that it's not getting tracked by Zephyr Core?
Yeah.
And I can like hack into it and spread that 300 cubles amongst the party.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a computers check. You know, how complicated or uncomplicated do you all want hacking to be?
Mediocre?
I ask
Do we need a
because
hack-
as it stands, hacking is just a computers check against a set DC, right? However, Starfinder has like a whole fucking mini game for it. I find the Starfinder one a bit much. But we may be able to come up with like a middle ground. Yeah.
But if there's like a happy medium, like
Exactly, I agreed.
like a bunch of different skill checks that like we have to perform into hacking, because I think that would be more fun.
Alrighty, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to post the YouTube video for Starfinder's hacking system into the Discord. Why don't y'all take a look at it? Anybody that's interested in doing a hack, and let me know what you like about it and what you don't. And as we go through this, I will go ahead and see what I can come up with as well, and we'll take it from there. So hacking.
I can watch that on our break for sure.
Computer hacking. It's 35 minutes long.
Oh yeah.
Like I said.
After the game.
Okay, I thought you said during the break.
I did, but then you said it's 35 minutes long. And I was like, I'll watch it after the game.
Yeah.
2.5x speed.
Exactly.
Yeah. I literally because I was before Pathfinder took off and everyone wanted to play Pathfinder, I was already slowly learning Starfinder and building up to running a Starfinder game, and holy shit, it took me so long to figure out the hacking. I mean, it looks really fun and really cool, and it all makes sense. You know, it all sounds good and looks good on paper. It just seems like too complex for me. But yeah, there's that. Anyone that wants to take a look at it, I'll review it again as well, and by next session we can have some ideas on how we can do this, because computer hacking will definitely be a cool thing to explore deeper than Esper Genesis allows. I really should read the Master Technician's Guide at some point too. They might already have expanded rules in the Master Technician's Guide for hacking, and I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Hey, Sova.
Sova!
Howdy.
Howdy. All right, let me change you from Anna to Sova real quick here.
And I'm gonna roll my computer check for the hack of the hack.
Go for it.
Hey, you want to ping her? Can you
good
ping
job.
that video so we don't beam it out of the?
Yeah. And pinned. Okay, let me change Anna real quick to Sova. And Ace, next week is the last week that you're just kind of in for part of the session, right? After that, you're in all the way?
No, the class was supposed to go until the 9th,
Okay.
but they have extended it to whatever. The 9th I'm going to be in class. The following week is spring break. Then we have 2 more classes. So one more Thursday I'm going to be out.
Okay, so one more Thursday past the 9th.
Yes,
All
but
right.
the Thursday past the 9th, I will be there. It's the Thursday after that one, I will not. And then
Okay.
I'm back.
So we'll have your reskinned Warforged ready to go by the 16th then.
Very excited.
Okay.
So excited.
I have a heavy pistol. I'm excited.
Heavy pistols are fucking good.
I just after the motorcycle driving, I'm like, it would have been nice because as a driver you can shoot a one-handed weapon. So I see the same issue that Carl had. I actually had shit to do though. So.
Okay.
But I also, dude, I'm glad I grabbed that saber. The saber's gonna be dope.
I'm excited for you to use that.
I almost decided to try to see if she had an energy. What is it?
No energy weapons in Rona's back alley armory here, unfortunately.
Darn, I want my lightsaber. An energy staff.
All right. So, Rona has just contacted Leonora while you all were resting and getting ready, and he sent back relatively soon that he's ready to get the hell off this station now. He says being around this much Tava Pole's making him itch. So he says that he's about to get off the station momentarily. He does say, however, that his AI has taken a liking to you all and asks how you all would feel about taking on another passenger.
I personally
are
love
fancy.
Sova.
Before you can even answer, he transfers Sova over to you, Kalela.
Hey, Sova. What's up, girl?
This is very exciting.
Right. Here, we're hacking into this. Just give me a second.
Right as soon as Sova is transferred over, Leonora locks his communicator, and a few moments later you get a message that the cutter is leaving.
No take backs.
All right.
Yes.
So, whenever you all are ready to head over towards the Hyperlance. Or if there's anything else that you'd like to do, it's a big station, lots to do.
Oh, I rolled a 20 on my hacking.
Thank you. So.
Or my computers.
Right.
I'm trying to get in to make sure, like, I can't get tracked by...
Let's back up just a little bit. With your 20, you find something very odd. You find the recording of Leonoro talking to Tarko 5 days ago.
Oh.
Were we not talking to Tarko?
Wait, so this is supposedly real Tarko or Evil Tarko.
The message is noted 5 days prior, before Tarko's death is reported.
Okay. So real Tarko?
They have been listening to the cutter somehow.
Good to know.
So they know he's leaving.
Let's
They know
back
he's
up. Let's
leaving.
back up. You did this before your conversation with Leonardo. So before Leonardo takes off, do you relay that information to him?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So he would say that he knew you all got away too easily. And then you hear him scrambling around in his ship a little bit. You hear some heavy machinery whirring. You hear something that sounds surprisingly like a bandsaw start up. And then a few moments later, you hear Tarko stumble back, and he stumbles back in front of the viewport. It's like, I got it! They shot us with a frickin' transmitter! And he holds it up, and then kind of sets it down. You see him pull out an absurdly large gun and just blast it. Take care of that.
Yeah, Leo, keep an eye out. Don't close off all your communication. Just leave a little bit of a line open, just in case.
I will monitor your frequency.
Ah! Line dies.
Thanks, Silva. Ooh.
You all get a text from, you get a I want to call it a typescript because of a typecast because of oh my god, I forgot the name of one of my favorite sci-fi series, The Expanse. They call them typecasts in The Expanse, and I keep wanting to call them that, but I'm like, no one's gonna know what the fuck that means.
Typecast
Now
or type-
we just know.
Right? Now we all know, so it's a typecast. It's when they send you a message that's just text. But yeah, Leonardo would send you a typecast, and he would say that he'll keep this line open, and he will let you all know as soon as he gets to Pelsaros. He says he'll keep a close eye on the android, although it's basically just a paperweight right now.
At least we know he's maybe safe. Anything else I can get off with that 20 from?
You can get the Cubles at. You already know that he works for Zephyr Corps. That is confirmed now. He was hired by them pretty much immediately after the message between you all and Tarko. He was hired immediately after to find, kill, and assume the identity of Tarko.
Perfect. And we can't be traced for hacking into them getting those cubles, right?
Right.
Perfect. That's 50 cubles to everybody.
Woo!
Ching! You just see like flashes of ching on your data pad.
Ching. I like it. It's like Venmo.
It's Venmo. It's Venmo, but ching!
Nice.
It's
Luckily,
Layla
that's happening at Bacchus's wrist thing because he doesn't have a data pad.
Like a chibi Kalela with a thumbs up symbol and monies for eyes.
exactly. Exactly that.
Like a little hologram pops up of her sim and everything, and with a thumbs up.
Exactly. Yes. Exact. Because you know what? We're gonna play this as with my digital technician tools. That's how I've like played it, and that's anytime I send you guys money, that's what it is.
And you see it on
I
every
love
time
that.
it happens. It pops up off as a
Like
hologram.
a little hologram popping up off the screen.
Because she's got a wrist thing, so it's more like it has to pop a hologram so you can see whatever it is.
I love it. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, just a little chibi Kalela sim. Ching!
You've got money.
Then as Kalela disappears, money coins just kind of float around.
Good stuff. All right. So, anything else you all would like to do?
Nope.
All right. So, the ride back towards the hangar station does go by without incident. You can see there is still quite the crowd of people around the Hyperlance. There are still guards stationed around. Still reporters. Still quite the commotion. Bacchus, your tour is set to start within the next 15 or 20 minutes or so.
He's kind of giddy, noticeably giddy, but he's got to get stoic because he knows now it's not just him having fun. He's got a damn mission.
It suddenly became work, damn it.
And he's not exactly happy about that. Like, he gets it, but he's like, fucking assholes.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay.
How many people are allowed to go on to the tour with him?
Bacchus can take 2 guests with him.
Will you take
I need
him,
someone
Bacchus?
else that's insightful or perceptive, and then at least one other perceptive person outside.
I'm good with insight, not so much with perception.
I'll
I'm
also
okay
give-
with perception.
I am not good with either.
I'm good with insight, but okay perception.
I've got an proficiency in perceptions.
I believe that they are better off than I am at trying this.
And I have Silva on my hip. So
Yeah.
I go where
me
you
and-
go.
She
go,
doesn't count as a
Silva.
body though yet. So
She doesn't. So technically, and we have her
Right,
to
yeah.
help us out with anything. So as
technically
long
this
as
would
we
be
all
4
stay
of us
together.
there's gonna be 4 of us in the ship, bitches.
Bitches.
So
So I guess it's me and Lila going
Yeah.
with you.
sure, with my
Bacchus.
+4 to perception.
Okay.
I have +5 insight, so
Same.
I have a
+5
4
insight, +3 perception.
I have a 4 to insight, so that will be very insightful.
I think it's got +5 to something, but I don't have my in front of me. I'm in the car.
But what's really cool
check.
is as a Volna, I get double expertise, or I get double my proficiency bonus for insight checks that are about creature's mood and general attitude. So I'll be able
That's
to tell.
cool.
Hell yeah! I can't tell if they're lying, but I can tell if they're in a bad mood at least.
Okay, Silva, so when you are in handheld mode, you have a +5 to astrophysics, computers, lore, and perception.
Perception. All right.
You got a better perception than me.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was built to have good perception.
True, just not shoot a gun very well.
He shoots a
Mm.
gun just fine. Maybe not all the time, but like 80% of the time. Okay, Bacchus?
You're being too kind.
Silva, you do not have your keen detection right now since you are not you're not in a droid, you're not in a bot or a drone currently.
Okay.
But you do have your AI assistant ability, which allows you to add your own skill bonus to a check made by an ally within 5 feet of you 3 times. So you have 3 times a day you can do that.
Okay.
She's in my
So
bed.
right, you've got good bonuses, but you can't really use them yourself. You have to give them to somebody else.
That's totally fine.
You have no mouth,
Teamwork
but
makes
you
the
must
dream
scream.
Oh God.
Oh God.
AI is creepy. I'm sorry. I've been watching so many AI movies. Like I just watched AI, the artificial intelligence, the one with the little freaking kid. Like holy sh!
No.
I need to watch
I like that
Bicentennial Man next because I need to cry for a week.
I need to watch Aeon Flux again.
Aeon Flux is good.
Same.
Aeon Flux was good.
It's such an underrated movie.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Aeon Flux and
I'll watch
Ultraviolet.
anything with Charlize Theron in it.
Word.
She's a babe.
Aeon Flux and Ultraviolet, very underrated movies.
Yeah, and they came out at like the same time. I
Yeah,
thought
when
those
movies
two
used to come out in
movies were a long
pairs.
time.
I'm kind of bummed they don't do that anymore. like Armageddon and Deep Impact and Volcano and Dante's Peak. Tommy Lee Jones ordering a
the
volcano
90s.
around is never going to get old. Okay. All right, everybody. So, there are guards, reporters, all kinds of people standing outside. Bacchus, Kalela, and Nikolai are standing in line waiting for their turn to take their tour. What are the rest of you doing while they wait in line? Nothing is a perfectly acceptable answer. I'm just checking.
Nothing.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
they're on a
well,
tour and we're left out of it, I guess.
I mean, there's plenty going on outside. Like I said, there's reporters wandering around. There's security patrols going about. There's a couple Revosys. There's a couple Revosys agents kind of hanging out. They look bored. Stuff like that.
While Bacchus is in line, he's going to be paying attention to what the Revosis agents look like in case he wants to disguise himself like one.
Okay. So one of them is basically, he's tall, kind of lanky, has his computer pad out, younger guy, probably in his early 20s, definitely looks like a techie. Anybody watching him can go ahead and make an insight check.
Leia's not watching him, but seeing that he looks like a techie, she just like waves really excitedly at him because she's like, "Oh my god, my people!"
So you can see that he looks really bored unless somebody comes up to him. You see, while Bacchus, you can see that while you're kind of taking everything in, a kid walks up to him and points up at the thrusters on the hyperlance and says, "Mommy, what's that?" And the kid, the techie guy, just like perks up immediately and rushes over and starts into this long-winded technical explanation to a 9-year-old about the advanced technology that is the Hyperlance's engines. You get the idea that he will jump at any opportunity to discuss the ship.
That's good to know.
That is good.
Can we ask about the security measures?
You can certainly go talk to him.
Okay. Seeing that he is excited about talking about anything about the ship, I'm gonna start off asking just like some, benign, non-leading questions about.
So
like,
Alpha,
the
you
history.
you approach him, right?
Yeah.
So as you walk up to him, he turns towards you. He's like, "Oh, are you really Bellare? Oh my god!
I've
Never seen one of you up close before. How's your suit work?" He lifts up your arm and looks under it.
I let him examine it.
Wow.
Do Bellare know how their suit works? Like,
Oh yeah, you would have designed it yourself.
Okay, so I would like give him the whole spiel of how it was designed, where the materials were like harvested from in the forging process.
Awesome. So yeah, a Bellari is basically just a tiny little bit of star energy, almost like a miniature pinprick of sun, of solar energy just inside, and that has gained sentience and gained that's essentially what the Bellari are. So yeah, so he's amazed that like he's marvels at the fact that your suit's not 100 degree, like isn't like burning his hand as he touches it and things like that.
Oh yeah, I will give him all like the thermal regulations of just like how it's managed.
You're gonna out-tech the techie.
Well, yeah.
I mean, right? I mean,
I'm gonna ask for tech in return about the ship.
Yeah, and like being a Bellare, he's probably there is not a single person that knows more about Alpha's suit and containment unit than Alpha, you know?
Yep.
So yeah, all right.
Does he have anything interesting to talk about the ship?
Yeah, so he starts off with the regular stuff, the propulsion technology, its onboard weaponry. He says that the nav computer is extremely advanced. He doesn't go into detail about that though, but he gives you the rundown, basically the things that you could have learned if you read the manual. You know what I mean?
All right.
That kind of stuff is how he starts. If you would like to prod deeper, that would take a persuasion check, which you can 100% make at advantage because of this, because of your interaction with him already.
I'm going to try and see if he can tell me anything about controls and or security. And I dumped charisma, so let's see how
Good
this
luck.
goes.
Problem.
Is it
You're
possible
hit,
for me to
Base Warlock.
Yeah.
is it possible for me to try to assist with that?
He already
how
has
would you have
I
gone?
already
How
have
would you have gone about
advantage.
that? Yeah. The only thing we could have done is if Sova was close by, but she's with Bacchus. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he
I
kind of
have
scrunches up. He says, "I'm not really supposed to talk about that stuff."
Oh.
You know the ion
Okay.
cannons though.
Ion cannons. That sounds interesting. What can you tell me about them?
He goes into a complete technical breakdown of them. They are advanced, but there's nothing super special about them other than the fact that they are the newest of the new type.
Okay. Pomp. I tried.
While all this is going on,
Uh-huh.
Dimitri would be looking for one of the guards to have set their handheld data pad down while they dealt with something else.
Okay.
Go
ahead. Yeah, go ahead and let's make this a chance because let's leave this up to chance if you happen to see a guard do this. Let's pick a 20% range. Make it 25%. 1 in 4 chance that you actually see someone do this. So I will let you decide the roll that you make to get that 25% chance.
On a 1, it happens.
Got it. Damn. Okay, so while you are watching, no security personnel appear to leave their data pads lying around anywhere.
Okay. I wasn't going to try to steal it.
Oh, I know. I figured. But yeah.
I was going to use remote connection.
We can't count on incompetence all the time. What does remote connection do again?
It lets me operate a device as if I'm holding it without touching it.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and post it for me. You might be able to still try this even without it getting set down.
It doesn't work on anything you're holding or carrying.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, someone else can't be logged on.
Got it. Okay, I understand. Does
any one of them have it hanging on their person though, and not actively using it? It'd be another one we could try.
Yeah, there it is.
Use a nearby device as if it were right in front of you. Choose an electronic device within range that you can see. It's not being worn or carried. That has a user function such as controls or a keypad. Okay. I mean, there is the top-of-pole security terminals. Those are kind of just spread out throughout the area.
Yeah, but I was hoping for something that might have already been logged in.
Okay.
I was just trying to get guard schedules and information like that.
Okay.
But like I said, I was like, I'm not just looking for, oh, let me try it here. I'm looking because this is actual spell slot. I was looking for a good use for it.
Got it. I understand. Okay. All right. So, with that, Bacchus, your name is called. A Talbot guard at the front of the line kind of looks at his data pads and says, "Sky Chaser! Bacchus! Sky Chaser!"
Yeah, you just see him kind of wave his arm up yeah!
Says, "You're up! Come on up!"
He just kind of gives that little fist jerk thing that you do and you're yeah! And he's like, alright guys, let's go. You got your mission, I got mine. I'm gonna go play with the ship.
Okay.
Lay rolls her eyes.
Alright, so Lay, Nikolai, and Bacchus are all boarding the ship, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, they walk you over towards the underbelly of the ship, and there is a lift lowered below. The security guard gestures you all aboard. Once you're on, the lift gate closes and you all are raised up into the underbelly of the sleekest starship you all have seen. The floor and walls are all tiled in grays and blues. It all looks brand new, extremely sleek. As you rise up, the very moment that you all enter into the main cabin of the ship, you're hit with red sensor beams that kind of scan you up and down. And then all of your weapons that you have on you are holographically displayed in front of the guards. They kind of look over towards you and they nod appreciatively.
The 5 weapons that Bacchus has on him alone.
it's like a whole little armory holographically displayed in front of you all.
You see like 6 knives just randomly placed like on Lay's legs, just like a knife here, a knife in my boot, a knife in my back pocket, one on my side, one like, yeah, they're just like all over my legs ready to be thrown.
Nice.
Knives.
Bacchus is
Knives.
It's definitely packing.
That's so primitive.
I'm a spellcaster. I have a pistol. That's it. My powers are not in the pew pew. They're in the pew pew.
Bacchus would see this hologram and kind of like tap his weapon and like just kind of shake his head like, yeah.
They nod and they're like I said, they nod appreciatively. They know everyone on the station is armed.
Probably not as well armed as
right, not as well armed as you all. So yeah, they lead you in. Starboard entry ramp is where you all enter in from. They start showing you around. It's a large ship, and the cabin is extremely well put together and very clean, very brand new. They start the tour off by taking you down into the I don't know ship terminology, the left side. Crew quarters, med bay, a crew lounge. Take you through the cargo area. Can I get perception checks from everybody? And I'm assuming you all are doing your due diligence. You're looking for sensors, you're looking for security, all that good stuff, right? So let's get perception and investigation from all 3 of you.
Oh, much better.
I will take that 21.
Bacchus is too distracted. Okay.
Damn, I wrote terribly.
I got a 20 on my perception, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I was too distracted with all the shinies.
Yeah, I mean, Bacchus, if you want to keep your sessional, you're not going to notice more from 2 of you rolling high. Okay. All right. So Nikolai, as you're going through, you notice a few different things. And for those of you outside, let's get a set of checks. Let's get one investigation, 1 perception, and 1 insight from the people that are outside. And while they roll those, Nikolai, you are the first to notice an advanced Mecharoid, a massive loader unit that is in the back of the cargo hold, powered down, but very much in new and working condition. You can see it back there. And do you say anything? Go ahead.
Do I know anything about that type of Mecharoid? Is it like, is that like a combat unit, or is that just move heavy things around unit?
The answer to both of those questions is yes. It is both.
Okay.
It is a loader Mecharoid, so it is not armed with heavy weaponry, but any Mecharoid can be extremely deadly.
Okay. I would definitely nudge Bacchus and go, "Ooh, check that out! Isn't that cool?"
He would look at this Mecharoid and be like, "I can't drive that though."
And so the guards say, yeah, that's in case any of you guys, gestures towards the 3 of you, any of you all get some smart ideas with those weapons of yours. You won't be able to take off with the ship anyways, it's thoroughly locked down, but just in case, we got him on board, on loan from Revosys. They said that in exchange for leading these tours and everything, we'll get to keep him and put him on the payroll after this is all done.
Bacchus
Can
is
I
just
scan
smart.
one?
That's all
What's
he
up?
needs to know.
Can I scan one?
You want to? There's only the one Mechoroid, but yes, you can.
Lay inches closer. Wow.
So as you all pass by this robot, let's go ahead and get a perception check from Sova.
Can someone roll a d20 for me, please?
Yeah.
Good job.
A 3.
So that is an 8 total from Sova. Sova, you can tell that it's been modified, but you cannot tell how.
Okay.
Sorry, Sova.
Don't be sorry.
All right. Okay. So, and then the perception checks. There are sensor suites on both left and right side access lifts, as well as another one directly above the control room, directly above the bridge area. With your checks as high as they are, let's see, the investigation was 22, perception was 20, another investigation 19. Okay, yep. You all are pretty confident that when the time comes, that between Kalela, Alpha, and Sova, you should be able to bypass them.
Have we noticed any other ways into the ship other than the way we came?
Yes, there is a cargo access directly below where the Mechoroid is.
Okay.
Now, from outside, we've got a 21 investigation, and we have a 17 perception. So, Alpha, all right, good stuff.
Yep.
Let's go.
So, you all have been able to learn the frequency of the patrols from outside. You have been able to identify the outside automated sensors. And yeah, we'll call that it for now. And then there's a little bit more. Okay. You can see that one of the reporters is a little bit haphazard with his credentials, constantly taking them off to adjust his collar and his shirt and leaving him in places. Tavapol and a couple other people have constantly having to remind him to not leave his credentials lying around.
Oh. Anyone want to swipe that?
And at that point, Bacchus, Nikolai, and Kalela would be wrapping up their tour. Is there anything else you all want to do aboard the Hyperlance before you're escorted off?
Oh, he's sitting in. Bacchus is sitting in the driver's seat, playing like he's driving.
Ooh, nope, you finished, Bacchus. I'm so sorry.
He's just like, you can see he's stupid excited, but he's also like adjusting the seat like he's gonna know exactly where to, like he's planning everything, like where's the seat need to be to make sure he's sitting right. So as soon as he gets in, everything he'll be able to put everything in position. Like he's got everything. He's memorizing the dials and the buttons. Like he's getting the lay of the land, but he's making it look like he's just a kid in a candy store right now.
Nice. Okay.
I want to try and talk to one of the tour guides.
Okay.
I'm gonna use some of Lay's like not charisma feminine wiles to like flirt a little bit and try to get some. So when are you getting off your shift?
All right.
I'm trying to find out when the ship is gonna be like empty, so we can maybe like the inside of the ship, like no tour people on the ship.
Got it. Go ahead and make a persuasion check, charisma check.
It's performance.
Oh, I did performance. I'm sorry. It doesn't matter.
Would it have been the same
Either way.
modifiers? Okay.
It would have been the same modifier. You can't put two PERs next to each other,
Yeah.
okay? I'm blind.
Did you want to use your sessional?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's three PERs right next to each other.
Yeah, exactly. See, look. Don't do that.
Perception, performance, persuasion. They're all the P's.
All the P's do not belong there. Anyway, I'm gonna like bat my eyes. My Larma are gonna kind of like do a little dance and look all cute and try to like.
So with a 16, the particular guard that you were talking to, does get a little chatty with you. He tells you that the ship with a 16. With a 16, he tells you that all of the guards are going to be off at a time, and the time that he gives you is exactly 1 hour before its scheduled departure. He says that they're all supposed to be off the ship, and that if you wanted to meet up for drinks, that he'll be off then, and no more duty for them because the ship will be emptied out before its departure.
Perfect. I will see you then. And I wink and I just skip off the ship.
Alright, so you all now know that the ship will be empty of all Tavapol and security personnel 1 hour before its scheduled departure.
I need to decide whether or not I want to try to place a broadcasting recording device somewhere on the ship, but I don't want it to get caught, so I'm not going to try.
Yeah, getting caught would be bad.
Very, very tempting.
Do we have does Bacchus have good sleight of hand or anything that maybe we can?
He's got a tree.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to try that, or do you want to just use the info that we got with them being off the ship an hour early?
Yeah, we got good info.
Cool. I like that plan though. It was really good.
Okay. Alright, everybody. You all are escorted off the Hyperlance. They call out that tours will be ending in 1 hour from now, and that is 1 hour before the departure time. So, as you all meet back up and begin sharing your information, let's go ahead and take our break, and when we get back, we will see how you all manage to get aboard the Hyperlance for real.
Okay.
All right, everybody, we are back. So you have Thank you, Zai. You all have completed your reconnoiter of the Hyperlance, learned quite a bit, sensor locations, most importantly, the fact that the security crews will be evacuating the ship and leaving it to its autopilot routines 1 hour before it's taking off. You also learn that there's some reporters around with credentials that are a little bit clumsy with them, a little bit less secure with their credentials as they should be, but yeah. So you all have about an hour until the ship is clear of Tavapol agents. What would you all like to do?
I do. So the reporter that was constantly losing his credentials.
Uh-huh.
Was that outside?
It was.
Okay, so while they were inside, I just let everyone know that was happening, and if someone who is more dexterous and sneaky wanted to steal it, it might be
okay.
Easy.
So by this point, everyone would have been out of the ship. You all would have met back together. You're all just hanging out in the hangar bay currently. So you can relay whatever information you all have learned to one another now and enact any schemes that you've been scheming.
Scheming?
I'm going to get ready for my date.
So Bacchus is seeing this. He's going to dress up and use disguise kit to look like one of the corporate guys.
Okay.
I have a question, and
Sure.
It might be too late retroactively. Could Sova have scanned to map out the ship before we got off it the first time?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and have that let's have that be a perception check from Sova, so a d20 plus 5.
Okay.
So 13? 14. Math is hard. All right, so with the 14, Sova, you do have a relatively workable map of the general layout of the ship.
Okay, thank you.
And it do be looking like this.
Oh,
I am.
welcome.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, pretty.
You okay, buddy?
He's, he's choked up on how beautiful the ship is.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. That's not the
Ye-
cupcake and Gatorade or in Kool-Aid that I was trying to do at the same
Cupcakes and Kool-Aid. Sounds like
Cupcakes and
sugar.
Kool-Aid.
Wow.
It's
Living
actually
the life.
I was just Crystal Light, but I couldn't think of Crystal Light before I was done
Same
coughing.
thing.
Again.
Close enough.
Human emotions are fascinating.
Oh, fuck me.
Googling.
All right.
No, Sova, don't
No, thank you.
Google that.
Don't Google that.
Search that.
What is
Google?
My
Google?
search history.
Watch your
Layla.
language.
Oh, Layla, I have seen things.
Oh, Bacchus.
Did we get that
Bacchus.
map showing again?
You will get it. You will get it again soon.
Bacchus is going to now, dressed up using his proficiency with his disguise kit, is going to be dressed up like the corporate agent and is going to attempt to get the badge and stuff from the guy. And I'm hoping because I'm disguised, it will help my ability to do it.
As you go to walk off, I say, hold still a second, and give you
All right.
amplify ability.
Okay. So Bacchus, you're heading over to try and scoop the reporter's credentials.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check first.
Oh fuck!
Plus a D4.
It's a D4.
Plus a 4.
Nice. Well done.
Oh, he's
He's
suspicious.
suspicious.
Well done. So we're looking at a 9, right?
Yeah. Depends on which one you use.
Okay.
He notices.
So he turns towards you as you're walking up towards him. He has a big ol' donut in his hand. He turns towards you. His credentials are on the rail behind him as he turns towards you. Oh, hi! I saw you get on board earlier. What'd you think of the ship? It's quite the sight, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. And he just starts going into all of the stuff he knows about how it's gonna fly and all the mechanics he would know as a pilot for the ship. Just rambling on, trying to draw this guy out a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah. I mean, he's easily distracted. He's talking to you, taking bites of his donut as he goes, all that good stuff.
And then I'm gonna try and like turn him, like the rail is.
Right, you're kind of shifting around so that you're on the side of the rail, right?
Yeah, and so that he's not gonna notice me slip this thing off the rail.
Now we will need a sleight of hand check. Unfortunately, he is looking at you, so it'll have to be good.
Cross their fingers.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up!
Okay.
Bacchus, with a 16, you are able to put yourself between him and his credentials, and you're able to get them and slip them into your pocket.
Nice. Well, my disguise didn't help me at all, but oh well.
Right? That would have... The DC is certainly higher than it would have been, but you do have them.
Good.
What's
Maybe
up?
like, all right, it was fun talking to you, but I got a thing.
He goes, oh, sure, bye!
Thing.
And he just walks off.
Okay, what's up, Nikolai?
So I have a question for the group. I have these grenades.
No.
Such a great way to start a conversation.
I feel everyone just looks at Nikolai, and as soon as he says, "So I have these grenades," no.
And
It's covert.
I am skilled with demolition tools. So
Nikolai, this is not the
Yes.
time.
I am
I'm
skilled with
thinking remote control detonation is the distraction. Never mind.
But that's
Would it be overcomplicating things?
I like where you're
Actually-
going, but not this time. We made a promise to Rona to not
Yeah.
cause a scene.
I was really hoping she was gonna have like some smoke grenades and stuff, but she just had the blow up kind.
She just had the exploding kinds.
But we have them for later, so if we need to do any exploding that, we can totally do that. And you'll be the one to do it.
Oh yeah.
Fist pump. They just, like, Kalela just, like, takes her 3-fingered hand and fist bumps Nikolai. Such a good
I haven't seen
movie.
Sergeant Payne in a long time.
It's so
Yeah, it is very good.
It's such a good movie.
Okay. All right, everybody. The time quickly approaches. The last of the tours departs from the Hyperlance. You all see Tabapol's agents beginning to disembark from the ship.
I waved to the one that I was flirting with.
He gives you a big old smile and waves at you. You see him kind of like looking around, checking his uniform, straightening it up all a bit.
Daytime?
Daytime, and I just like casually walk over and like distract him while everyone sneaks on. I'm gonna give Sova to Nikolai. I'm gonna be the distraction.
Okay.
So, Sova, you've jumped from my dad. Do you have a data pad, Nikolai?
I do.
Cool. You're gonna jump from my data pad to Nikolai's because I'm gonna distract the Talapool agents, and then you guys gotta call me back right before you
What
lift off.
Whole agents like leaving?
All of them, they were not leaving. Most of them were. The one that Kalela was talking to has hung back, and you can see that a couple of them are still standing around. They're still stationed. They're still stationed inside of the hangar bay, but they have officially stopped their duty of guarding the Hyperlance as it's about to depart.
And I'm gonna try. Can I try and like have their attention on me
Absolutely.
and not on everyone sneaking on board and just
Yep.
like tell me
Bacchus
more
is-
about being a secret agent.
Bacchus is still dressed as one of the corporate guys,
Got it.
so I'm hoping.
And
that'll
you,
help us.
ooh, and you have the credentials.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm his bodyguard.
Right. So, Kalela, as you're talking to the guard, he's telling you about the ship and all of these different things and how Rivasys has been paying them really well for this particular job. He's basically just telling you about his day and all that kind of stuff. But as Bacchus, so you have the credentials. You're disguised as one of the Rivasys agents that you've seen kind of wandering around.
Correct.
Kalela, make a straight charisma check first off. Okay. All
I'm
right.
really cute and batting my eyes. My makeup's really pretty.
So he's kind of looking over and he's nodding along with what you're saying and all these kind of things, but he kind of says, "Wait a second." He looks back, and Bacchus and the others are starting to make their way towards the ship. He says, "I didn't know any Rivasys was supposed to be boarding the ship," and he raises his hand like he's about to call out towards Bacchus and the rest of them. What do you do, Kalela?
Oh.
Oh, you know what? We should totally go get
Your
drinks right
face
now.
on his face.
I'm gonna like grab his arm and like turn him towards me. I'm like, "Do you want to go get drinks?"
So the other security guards are all kind of wild. They kind of look over towards you, Kalela, while you do that. The guy's kind of like stunned. He's like his arms are stiff at his side. He's like,
I'm real close. Close, but I'm like close enough to kind of be like, you want to get out of here kind of vibes.
Okay, let's go ahead and get stealth checks from everybody that's getting on board the ship.
Oof, oof, oof.
Ah,
Okay. That's
all.
you are.
Oof. Can I use my sessional?
Yes, you can.
Stealthy, stealthy, stealth.
Okay, I gotta check something here. What's the this is a group check. What's the average?
So I feel like at this point someone's gonna start playing mood music.
You're not on my hip anymore.
Right, you're with the others. Okay,
I
so
sent you to
we've
be with
got.
Nikolai so you can help them with the like technical stuff.
So that's a 16, a 6. Oh no, wait. I've only got 3 stealth checks. 1, 2, 3, 4 stealth checks. Okay, so a 16, a 5. Oh no, I don't even need to average this, do I?
A 20. Wait, a 16, a 5, a 20, and a 4.
Okay, so there was an inspiration used there. And Nikolai, you're not using your inspiration?
Silori used his inspiration, right?
Okay, so I was on mute. I am using my inspiration.
Okay.
Plus, I have a +4 from my
that helps.
ability surge, so I have a 26 total.
That helps.
I'm hoping that Sova can give her little remote boost
to +5, yeah.
To alpha.
Sova, do you use one of your 3 times?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it's a 16, a 26. Silori, are you using inspiration or do you have one?
I said I was using my inspiration.
Fantastic. And then we have 9 from Alpha. Look at that. Okay. So his arm is still stiff at his side. He says, I should really get back with the guys. We have to report back in. And he does not notice the 4 individuals sneak behind him and up towards the docking bay of the Hyperlance.
Oh gosh, we are so good at sneaking. I'm sure hope that they don't notice us.
How are we gonna get?
Are they within 10 feet of me, or are they like farther than that?
They're probably about 15, 20 feet from you at this point.
Okay, never mind. Because I was gonna use one of my my Larma to be like, act cool, guys. But they're too far, so never mind.
Right. I imagine Bacchus is sitting there like with his suit and stuff on. He's got like his sunglasses and he's like gesturing everyone in like go.
Heck yeah, he's like, dude, move your asses.
There's like a line of people like sneaking aboard the ship right behind Chloe.
I have my Larma are just like forming like a fan crown around my head to kind of like block them.
Straight out of a comedy movie.
Right, exactly. Okay. All right. So, Kalela, he does express his disappointment, but he does need to go.
Okay. Rain check?
He says, yeah, definitely.
All right, and I give him a kiss on the cheek, and I skip away.
All right. That was an unfortunate 6.
I know.
All right. Okay. With that,
am I able to get on the ship?
You are.
Cool.
You know what? Make a stealth check just for good measure.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
Okay. You barely make it. You do make it up there. You do make it onto the ship. You kind of trip a little bit on the way up the ramp, but no one seems to notice.
Man.
As she gets on the ship, Boxer's like, bow, chicka, bow, bow.
I saved your guys' asses, okay? So, you're welcome. Maybe I didn't get my date, but you got on the ship, didn't you?
I was getting on either way. Force or no force.
Silori?
Yes.
I don't think the Mecharoid is off the ship yet. We might have to fight it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
And I place my hand on your shoulder and say, "You're now scrambled." And I cast Target Scrambler on Silori.
Okay. As you all go up in through the cargo bay, that is
Oh my
the.
god, Silori's gone.
Oh, whoa. Darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry about that. Whenever I say that, it's always like a battle in my mind if I'm going to do the "Hello, darkness, my old friend" or "Darkness imprisoning me."
Yes.
So it's always a coin toss. No one has ever won officially yet.
So,
Okay.
if he can't be found by AI, seriously, did Sova just lose Silori?
Yeah, Sova just completely lost track of Silori for sure.
We are down one person.
Oh, Jesus. My
Basically,
monitor
it's
stopped
protection from
working.
good and it's the protection from good and evil for this game.
Got it.
Yes, I'm the good.
All right.
Supposedly.
You
So,
lost sight
As far
of
as
a
we
giant
know.
7 or 8 foot tall lizard man.
Hi, Lori.
She is disturbed and upset.
all right. So, as you all head up the docking ramp, you find yourselves deposited into the cargo bay. Strangely enough, as soon as you're aboard, within just a few seconds, the running lights turn on in the ship. The ship begins to power up. Almost a full hour ahead of schedule. The engines start.
Did someone else try to steal the ship?
Where Bacchus is to start running towards the bridge.
I'm gonna follow.
Bacchus, as you turn to begin your sprint towards the bridge, you all hear the metal clanking footstep of a Mecharoid step out.
He's
And we are going to roll
show-
initiative.
Oh.
Am I still
Wow,
trying
that was
to
fast.
initiate with Kalila?
Yeah. Since I'm on the ship, I would imagine that she'd be with me.
Okay.
Oh. I gotta select myself.
Bacchus, do you get advantage on initiative?
Yep, it's rolled. If you look at the code on it, it's auto calculator. Rolled a 13 and a 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Is everyone seeing blackness, or is it just me?
Oh, sorry, Sova. I have not put you out here. My bad. There you are.
Thank you.
You
Oh,
have
hey.
no eyes.
Oh, hey!
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Bacchus. What do you do?
Ooh, he's a big boy.
Bacchus is gonna show him the credentials.
It puts its arms out to either side, and a orb at the center of its chest begins to glow a bright blue.
Oh,
Would I know what that means?
I think it's firing its laser.
It's Iron Man.
Still an initiative.
So you show it the reporter's credentials. It does not react.
Reporters
It
aren't
doesn't
supposed to
care.
be here anymore.
Okay, well, he sees a blue orb. He is going to lay on his tummy and take an aim and shoot this fucker.
Drop prone and open fire. Got it.
Fuck yeah. Pew pew.
Pew-pew.
And
11 hits.
11 hits?
And it does.
Oh, we're gonna say no. The Hunter's Mark on this one lasts an hour. I'm gonna fucking use Hunter's Mark. Fuck
Nice.
you. Ciao.
God, the fucking gif.
For an 18 in damage.
18. It
Yeah.
takes 9 piercing damage from that assault.
The Hunter's Mark, is that considered
Damage of the damage type already done.
oh yeah, so it wouldn't be magical or anything. Alright, I gotta put my prone symbol. It's the arrows, right?
Yep. No, it's this one.
The back hurt one?
Yeah, the back hurt one, exactly.
So yeah, he's laying prone, and then he's gonna scooch back a little bit while prone. Doing a little bear crawl like thing. And that is bonus action. Did good damage, sort of.
Okay. Kalela.
Cool. Kalela's gonna hit the back corner over here. With little Sova on my hip. And I'm gonna cast Distortion on him. 5 doesn't hit, does it?
Nat 1 is an auto miss, unfortunately. Bounces off of its ablative armor. I don't even know what that means. I just hear it in Star Trek all the time. I felt like saying it.
What was the word?
This armor that kind of explodes outwards as you hit, and so it kind of wears away.
That was super helpful. I googled it. Ablative armor is armor which presents damage through the process of ablation. Thank you. That was fucking helpful as all hell.
Yeah, basically like a little plates that overlap one another, and every time one gets hit, it like flex off instead of sending the force through the whole set of armor.
Interesting.
Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's all I can do. I don't have any cool bonus action stuff I can do because I cast a spell.
All right. I actually watched a video the other day on how to make sci-fi jargon that sounds like real things but isn't. I'm still practicing. I'll get there, but it's coming. All right, Nikolai.
Do I get a...
Oh, yep, Sova, you act with Kalela, so go ahead.
Is it possible for me to interface?
Not from there. Let me check. Let me check. I think it says on your...
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Opening it up now. Interface.
This is a nearby technology.
I should probably specify that, huh? Since I put it as nearby, we will go ahead and say that it does need to be within, we'll say 10 feet.
All right.
I only have 5 feet more movement.
Can you yeet me?
I'm gonna. Can I bonus action yeet her?
Is there something else that can hopscotch to? Like.
Question: Can I bonus action?
I want to fight this thing in its head.
Is there what is this right here? Do you see me? Or here, let me do that. What is this?
That is the ship's power core. Yes.
Okay. And I can't like teleport her into this. Can I?
You could put her into the ship's computer, but I would say that you all don't have control of that computer yet.
Okay, because I was gonna say maybe I can like transport her to this, like from my data pad, like upload her, but never mind.
Yeah, that would definitely take an action too.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I got booted off. Can she throw me nearby him or not really?
That would be there would definitely be object interaction, so that would also take an action.
I don't want her to waste an action.
So let's just go ahead and have you roll your own initiative in here so we can kind of keep track of that a little better.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And you do have your own ranged attacks and stuff that you can make.
I don't know how to do an initiative.
So on your NPC sheet, it's a little different. There is on the right-hand side, right below where it says NPC and ship, there's a little dice within it. Yep. Okay. So go ahead.
Range attack, we're just going to do the laser bolt.
Las bolt. 12 hits.
Shooting out of a tablet.
9 radiant damage.
9 radiant. It does take all of that. You all see a piece of its armor begin to slag out and kind of drip away from it from that radiant blast.
I am cussing it off in binary.
All right. Nikolai.
Okay, so I am going to step up to here and go, oh, fuck.
As one does.
Yep. And we shall start with a burst from my auto rifle.
Okay.
DC 13 for 13 damage.
Oh, it's not gonna get that. Let me. Okay. Disadvantage on burst saves. You get a 1. Impressive.
And then
13.
13 damage.
Round down to 6.
And then I take a bonus action normal shot at him. I get a 20.
Okay. Good hit.
5.
For 2 points.
And need to measure something.
I'm digging this music.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say this is
Hell yeah.
bomb.
So I'm actually going to be like here so that I have this thing in between me and him.
Got it. Okay, okay.
Yep, that's it for me.
All right, all right. Alpha.
Okay. Alright. Move. Ooh. Oh, the squares in this place don't match where the squares are.
No, they don't.
Oh my god, this is so weird.
That's why I did this here. It originally looked like this.
Oh,
No.
And I was like, nope.
that's Migraine
Ah,
City
we're good.
right there.
Okay, if I were to repel him, would he go back into the corner?
You can certainly try.
GG.
Okay, yeah, let's do a sprite beam.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, that certainly hits. His AC is like nothing.
Oof, bad roll.
That makes no sense. It's a robot.
4 force and 3 psychic. Oh yeah, bonus
It-
action symbolic mark.
It does not take psychic damage.
Oh,
The force damage is halved.
fucker.
Aw.
Well,
Boo.
I'm forcing him back.
Okay, he will be moved.
All right. And then I'm just gonna move here.
Okay, Silori.
I'm considering he did. I'm going to move a little bit forward. 5, 10, and he did take full radiant damage, correct?
Yeah.
You did.
Remember, he has
Uh.
he probably has disadvantage to hit you because of the spell I put on you.
Yeah,
Yep.
but there's also the fact I get 2 range strikes that deal out radiant damage as well, in addition to smites.
Ow.
2 attacks? How do you have 2 attacks?
I can only do 1 per turn, but
Oh,
for
2 different.
yeah,
Nah, never mind, I get it.
basically I can use it up to my charisma modifier for short rest, and my charisma modifier at the moment is 2. So
Okay. So what would you like to do?
5, 10, 15. Actually, I'm going to get up here and see if I can hit him. That just sounds more fun. So.
Okay, so you're getting right up in his face. Yeah.
Yep.
22 certainly hits.
And I am going to use one of my. I'm going to use one of my spit it out. Smite equivalent.
Okay.
So let's do.
So 6 bludgeoning, right? It takes 3 of that.
Yep.
2d8.
And 10 radiant.
Fantastic. It takes all of that.
If he's an automaton or a construct, he takes an extra 1d8.
It is a construct.
Oh, is that what their version of undead is?
Another 6. Wow, okay. Silori's the robot killer, apparently.
Hell yeah. It's not a cyborg, is it?
No, it is a construct.
Sova is freaking out because she has no idea who did that.
What is happening?
Does not compute.
Okay. All right, that does bring it to its turn. Now, Silori, it does look down at you now. You have thrown a wrench into its works. It was going to walk right into the middle of everyone and do this. Now I don't know if it can get everybody. But that glowing orb at the center of its chest suddenly releases a pulse. And I need everybody. Oh, damn. Not quite enough. Within 30 feet of it.
Are you disappointed you can't TPK us?
What? No, I'm just. I thought it was going to work out where it didn't hit all of you, but unfortunately, this pulse charge is. I need each of you to please make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I get any bonuses for hiding behind a large ship's energy core?
We'll go ahead and give you advantage on it since you're behind something, since you've got cover.
What about prone?
You may also have advantage on the throw.
Okay.
As what can you say? Constitution.
Constitution.
Sova's dead.
I'm guessing near the wall is not gonna help.
Unfortunately not. Okay. DC is 13. Kalela.
Okay.
Silori. Sova. Whoa, where'd that come from?
I set up a little save query for myself
Nice.
as the macro.
Okay, so is that an 18?
Yeah, that's 18.
Nice. Okay. So, Silori, you unfortunately have failed that save by 5 or more. So, yes?
Would the targeting scanner thing I did...
Unfortunately, it's not an attack roll. Unless it specifically says it gives him advantage on saving throws against abilities from those creatures, then no. Go ahead and I'll give you a second to read it. See if it'll affect anything here.
Only if it's a frightened or possessed thing.
It is not. It is...
I think was a copy and paste error in my opinion, but...
Can I give Silori my inspiration?
Sure.
In that case, I will use it.
Okay.
Because that 17 looks a lot better than a 7.
Yeah, you don't want to fail that save by 5 or more. Luckily, Kalela, you have failed by 4, not 5. So you are just knocked prone.
Oh.
Yeah, failing that by 5 or more means you're stunned and knocked prone.
I can't be knocked prone.
However, if the target is a vehicle, construct, or AI, it must succeed on the saving throw or become impaired until the end of the Mechroid's next turn.
That's terrible.
Straight up
What was your roll, Sova?
A 7.
You are also paralyzed.
Oh no, she froze.
I'm just smacking my hip on the floor. Sova?
Wake up!
Sova! Wake up!
Alt F4! Alt F4!
Blue screen, 4 system failure.
Oh my god, okay. Unfortunately, Sova, it is your turn next, but you are paralyzed until the Mechroid's next turn. Bacchus, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna take a well-aimed shot. And a little pew-pew. That hits.
See, yeah, this thing's AC is 11, so.
Yeah, I figured that with my first shot. I was like, no way, it's just 10.
Okay. So 11, all right, have down to 5 piercing. Also, I forgot to mention, after that first few seconds of combat, after the Mechroid steps out, you all feel the very familiar lurch and stomach-sinking feeling of the ship lifting off. And you can feel movement
Oh, there's some Zephyr core to kill.
All right, Bacchus, anything else?
Nikolai yells to Bacchus that if he needs to head forward, I think we can handle this.
I don't know how many people are up there. I'm not trying to fight 4 people by myself.
Okay.
I don't think I have any cool bonus actions yet, so we're only level 2. So no, that is all I'll be doing for now.
Okay, Kalela.
Cool. I am gonna stand up. Not do anything else. I'm not gonna move. But hold on one second. Cool. I am gonna do a 0 breach to try and gain 1 more talent point.
Okay, so I believe that comes with a con save, right?
It comes with a con save, and what it is I have to make a 10 plus the rank being used, so a rank 1, so I have an 11 DC. If success here, I'll just copy and paste it into.
Right, I'm reading it right now, but please do for everyone else.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
Let me.
I actually remembered to have my core manual open in front of me this time.
Do you have the book, or do you have?
I have the book, yeah.
You guys read the rules?
You guys read the rules?
I do. I think I've read more of the Master Technician Guide than.
Yeah, I've barely even cracked the Master Technician's Guide yet.
The Master Technician Guide.
Alright, so that's what a 0 breach does. So if I succeed, no, if I fail, I get a point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So.
Good luck.
+5, +5, +5.
This is a con save. This is not one of the skills that you're proficient in, Sova, and you're paralyzed.
I'm gonna close
you just hear your data pad yelling +5, +5, +5 over and over again, Kalela.
I think I won.
I think all spellcasters in D&D should get this.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it too.
I made it by 1.
Nice.
I made it by 1. So I'm gonna cast Lightning Whip on him.
Nice.
DC 10 doesn't hit, does
10
it?
does not hit. Its AC is 11.
Bruh.
I would use my sexual, I'd give it to you.
You have mine.
I'm saving mine for the next battle.
What makes you think there's going to be a next battle, Bacchus?
I'm smart.
Well, I got 30
Somebody's
minutes
flying
left.
this thing.
Silva said I can have her sessional.
Go for it.
Does it-
11 hits.
So they have to make a DC 12 con save, and take 4 damage. Let me post the actual spell in there.
It does succeed on the Constitution save.
Oh, it does, I did it wrong. Hold on.
However,
Does it take less lightning damage?
it takes double the lightning damage.
Oh.
Lovely.
All right, Kalela. As your whip of electricity catches onto this thing and wraps around one of its joints, you see it begin to convulse and twitch, sparks flying out from it. It takes 8 points of lightning damage.
Nice. So because it's made it save, it's not trapped in the whip.
Got it.
That
It
is such a
technically doesn't
good-
make that save until its turn.
Oh, really? I want to hit the target. Okay, we'll carry that over, though, unfortunately, since we've already made it.
Fine. Now, question, like my turn's done, but I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
Now, if I wanted to do that again
Uh-huh.
to cast the same spell, would the DC be 11 still, and then I can get the 2 points to cast it?
Yeah, if it's a rank 1 talent, then yeah, you just got to make a DC 11 save again.
And it just makes it. I just get whatever points I need to cast it.
Correct.
Cool.
You can cast it without using points, basically.
Thick.
You don't need to cast it again.
He makes his save because we're
Isn't
carrying
this
it
like
over.
Witch Bolt, so you don't have to cast it again?
Yeah, it's Witch Bolt.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and read it real quick. So, a streak of electricity lashes out from your hand towards a creature within range. Make a ranged channeling attack against the creature within range. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 lightning damage, and the whip latches onto the target. So it is latched on currently. On each of your turns, for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d10 lightning damage to the target automatically. On their turn, so on the Mechroid's turn, the target may free themselves by spending an action and succeeding on a Constitution saving throw. It will not use its action to do that, Kalela.
So he's still
So
in.
he is latched. He is latched.
Cool.
This
So
this big dumb robot would not think of detaching the electrical whip attached to it. It would just keep attacking.
Cool. And I just get to D10, 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 D10 every turn.
Each of your turn.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Cool. Good stuff, everybody. This is why we read. Thank you everyone for getting us through all of that. Appreciate it.
Thank you. It's
All right.
my first time playing a caster, so I appreciate it.
Witch Bolt is such a great spell.
I don't
All
think
right.
I've ever actually seen someone use
This
it.
is better than Wish Bolt because it has a huge range.
120
Yeah.
range. Which bolt sucks.
Which
Yeah,
bolt
no.
sucks.
30 feet range. So get out of range and then you're out of the Witch Bolt.
Yep.
Yeah, this is 120 feet.
Nice. Okay, everybody.
He's just latched.
Nikolai.
Okay, so is there anywhere along here where I can like peek out and have a clear view of him without stepping all the way around?
These are only about 4 feet off the ground here.
Okay, so I can move 10 feet over here
Yep.
and send a burst at him.
Okay.
DC 13 for
It's
5.
really bad at making burst saves, obviously.
Yep.
Let's see. This burst save is... Okay. It is at disadvantage, so let's roll that again. It does succeed.
Why does it have disadvantage?
Because it's a big lumbering loader robot.
Okay.
He has. Okay, so but then I use my bonus action to fire a regular shot at him. 14 hits for 6 piercing, so 3.
3 piercing.
And then back to my hidey hole.
Okay. Alpha.
Okay, seeing how well the lightning whip worked, I am lightning whipping as well.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! We just got
I need
him tied down.
Oh wait, that's the DC.
Yep, you gotta make a ranged channeling attack.
Range channeling attack.
If you click the little cog and just click where it says attack,
Ah, okay.
it'll change it for you.
Boop boop boop. Put attack. Wait, where does the little attack?
There should be when you click the cog where it says it has like a check
Power
box.
attack.
Yeah, just check the
Melee
check box.
range.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and then
Yeah.
change power to be whatever your spellcasting ability is.
Okay. Intelligence. Boop. Okay, let's try that again. Lightning whip.
That's a hit.
Okay.
So 12 lightning damage it takes.
And yeah. I dropped some buoyant marks, so I'm no longer concentrating on that. And concentrating on lightning whip instead, and boop boop boop. He can stay. If I turn to the corner, he'll stay.
If you lose sight
Flash?
of him, it goes away.
Gotta maintain visual.
Oh,
Ugh.
okay.
So go to the back of the
Or
room
as total
behind
cover.
me.
Okay. And will that
I'm
be
laying
outside?
down. I'm laying down, but you're at least out of the range.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna maintain
Gets behind Bacchus.
maintain concentration behind Bacchus.
Silori.
Having felt himself being knocked kind of off kilter by whatever power this robot did, there's just this low kind of rumbling growl that's almost felt more than heard. As
Nice.
he twirls his hammer around and swings it at him again.
Just love the concept of the big dragon man swinging a hammer around in the space battle. It's just so cool.
The invisible dragon man.
And since he's feeling
Blurred,
like
too. But he's only blurred to the robot guy.
yeah.
Right.
And of course, since this thing, and of course he decides to put his back into it a little bit for a little bit of extra radiant damage. 11 points.
So we've got 5 points of bludgeoning. And then 11 points of radiant. Okay. Fantastic. It is looking rough.
And I think that uses up the amount of times I can actually essentially smite like
Space
that.
smite.
Out of space fights.
Infused strike.
It's like when the space guidance.
I want to figure out how this guy's resistant to so much regular damage. It was well worth spending.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Silori, it is looking down towards you, but you see it kind of looking off to the right of you, looking off to the left of you, kind of looking around. It's having a hard time tracking onto you. It is going to raise one. Well, first off, let's do this. Okay, so it raises one of its fists and clumsily swings it in your general direction at disadvantage. That is a 9.
Oh, that misses.
And then with his other big metal hand swings again. Disadvantage is a 13.
That misses as well.
All right.
Just nimbly ducking and dodging out of the way.
Dodge.
Sova, you are no longer paralyzed. What would you like to do?
I think I would like to laser bolt him again, because
Okay.
that sucked and I'm mad about it. Damn.
Unfortunately, a 7 goes wide and strikes the hole behind it.
Stop her damaging my ship!
You're obviously still kind of confused from that blast you got there, Sova.
It's okay,
Rebooting.
Okay. Bacchus.
Just taking a nice good aim at it again and gonna pew pew it. Boom
Hits.
boom. For 16.
How do you take it down, Bacchus?
He
Good
is going
job.
to just blast it right in that little blue line of a face, and the bullet's just gonna go in. You hear it bouncing around and just fries whatever like motherboard is in there, and it
Nice.
just crumbles.
Awesome. Okay.
I love it when you ask me how things die. Now Bacchus is going to stand up and head. He's gonna all right, guys, we gotta get to the bridge.
So the ship is moving very slowly currently. It's kind of just drifting out of the docking bay. You all know this to be standard procedure, slow speeds while in the shallow water type of thing. It's moving slow. You can tell that it's moving. You can tell that everything is kind of working as intended. Go ahead, Bacchus.
He is going to quietly open the door.
Okay.
Hey, Lori, did you get injured?
No.
Okay. And now
Obviously injured from before.
I was injured from
we
the
know
fight in the,
is this the area where there's protection, or was that on the ramp?
The ramps.
Okay.
Sensors on the ramps.
We know that the bridge is straight ahead, so he
Yep.
is going to. I can't grab my character because the door. There we go.
Is it possible to interface with the ship so I can tell them how many people are in the bridge?
Yeah. There's a terminal. There's an engine. There's a terminal here in engineering. You're in the cargo.
Alright, may I
I'm
do
gonna
that so that
zoot down there so I can get Sova uploaded so she can start doing her thing.
Who has Rona's key chip?
I just want to make sure I help you.
I would assume I have it.
Yep.
Okay.
While this is going on, Silori would like to get one of the metal flecks from the robot to just kind of stick in a pouch he's carrying.
Nice. Just rip off one of its armor plates. Very cool.
Souvenirs.
I wonder if he has some good tech on him. Anyway. I just start typing on the computer.
Okay. All right. Sova, go ahead and make a computers check. D20 plus 5 for you.
D20 plus 5.
So with the 14?
Okay. Right.
So with the 14, you are able to get into the ship's computer systems. You don't have access to the more advanced controls, as it were, but you can get a read of the ship's crew and inhabitants. It is only reading 5 life signs and 1 AI aboard.
The 5 of us and an AI, so the ship's flying itself?
Sova is super concerned and is going to share this concern with Kalela.
I'm gonna plug in Rona's chip.
Okay. You do not have. You do not have full control. I'm gonna try to override
whoever's doing it.
Okay.
Bacchus is, while you're doing that, heading to the bridge now that he knows no one's up there.
Okay. Kalela, you do not have administrative access from the engineering bay. You do need to be in the bridge to do that. You can tell that no one's in there, but you can tell from here that this is an auto routine that is going to be taking it to an unknown location somewhere near Silrain Prime.
I'm gonna be shouting that as I'm running up to the bridge with
Get that damn chip put in!
Bacchus to get the chip put in so we can take flight control wherever we need to go. I'm assuming like up here or something.
Yep. Okay, so you run up to one of the bridge control panels and insert the key chip?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to override Zephyr core, taking this to wherever they're taking it.
Okay. Once the key chip is inserted into the main panel, a bunch of lights begin to flash all about the controls of this experimental cruiser. The multicolored panels project a stream of 3-dimensional augmented reality displays, while computerized voices begin to emit from loudspeakers in the room. It says, "Systems online. Navigation suite activated. Full function protocols initiated. Manual control initiated."
Fucking Bacchus hears that, grabs the controls, he's like, I got it.
The maneuvering thrusters kick on. Go ahead.
As he's doing that... Oh, sorry, you go first, Nikolai.
I was just asking if we were clear of the space station yet.
Bacchus, are you?
I would assume like we're just getting clear.
You are out of the cargo bay. You are still very much in the what do we call it? In the traffic zone.
He would be driving it like the AI was still driving it.
Okay.
Not making it obvious that somebody is on it taking over until we're out of or a little bit further away. But as soon as we get a decent amount away, he's taking off. Or if he sees someone like trying to follow, he's taking off.
Okay.
And as he's doing that, I'm trying to disable any tracking, anything that can find us. Like anything that anyone else except who needs to know where we're going knows where we're going.
Okay. So Bacchus is doing the "Don't be suspicious" dance with the ship on the way out of the port. Kalela is going through the computer systems, trying to find and deactivate any sort of tracking that may be going on for the ship. What's everyone else doing?
Helping Kalela. +5.
Okay. Let's.
I am at my location checking to see if I can get control of the weapons.
Okay. You do have the administrative control to the bridge has been fully unlocked by the key chip. You do have access to the weapons, and as such, you can see the full complement of the ship's weapons. I will share you the stat block right now.
There's a shit ton of them.
I remember the picture. All right, let me grab you the ship stat block real quick.
These like ion blasters that the techie guy was talking about.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's
we don't have access to it.
I'm setting it up right now.
All I can see is the picture.
Das picture.
What a picture.
Hell yeah.
So pretty.
Bacchus is thinking about taking off with this bitch. Fuck everybody.
Bacchus.
Bacchus.
I could get more than $2,000 for this thing.
A little bit more. That's. Everybody see it okay?
It's still loading.
Yeah, it's not loading.
Oh, so it's not.
I'm actually gonna close it.
Close it and reopen it.
Yep.
I closed it and reopened it. It still doesn't load. But when I pop it out, it goes, "How do you want to create this character?"
Interesting.
Cutter base stats?
No,
No, it's the
Hyper
Hyperlance player is the
Oh,
one
yeah,
that should.
yeah.
Does it have all the stuff filled out for you? It should have its base HP. It should have its intercept speed, its size category, crew capacity. All that stuff should be filled out.
Yeah, I've got all. Mine has all that.
Okay, good.
Mine
Dual
has that
cannon?
filled out too, but it just says edit sheet directly. Should I just hit that?
Yeah.
Dual cannons.
I just
Dual-
won't touch anything.
There are 3 dual cannons.
Oh wow!
Is there any spinning
handy.
turret for me? Just out of curiosity.
One of the
They're
dual
all-
cannons. Yes,
The dual cannons are your spin turrets.
that they are. All 3 of them. So there's also a directed barrier, special attack or special defensive ability. Defensive systems. When another vehicle damages your ship with weapon attack, a technician can use their reaction to reduce the damage by an amount equal to twice their wisdom modifier. Once a direct barrier is used in this way, it can't be used again until the ship's next turn.
How many hull
Okay.
points does it have?
Base hull points is 27.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're not officially crewing it yet. So
You all can go ahead and start adding your modifiers to it as necessary. We'll go ahead and review it all after we're done. But let's go ahead and see what everyone else is doing. So Nikolai's doing that. We have what Bacchus is doing. We have what Kalela and Sova are doing. Nikolai's going through the weapons. What is Alpha doing?
Alpha wasn't here for the last ship thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we said Alpha would probably be a techie with
technician.
a technician with
So-
intelligence and wisdom.
Right, Alpha. It'll become relevant soon enough, but essentially there are several crew positions aboard the ship. There is the pilot, co-pilot, captain, technicians, and gunners. Each of you has a set of actions that are available to you during combat. If you look in the journal section, I believe it's under the folder called handouts and then Starship Combat Maneuvers, exactly. You're probably going to want to take the technician one just because it's what your stats will lead toward, but you can also do gunner if you'd like to, or you really do anything. But if you read through those are all things that are available to you on your turn during a starship battle. Combat in space works a bit differently in this game. Everybody's turn happens on the same time. So the ship rolls initiative, and then everybody acts on that turn. The captain, and I believe it's been unanimously decided that that Silori is going to be acting captain. So basically you all choose what maneuvers you'd like to do, and then Silori will decide in what order all of those maneuvers activate. Okay?
Yeah. I'll choose technician 2.
So when you're filling out your when you're filling out your stats for the ship itself, that's where you're going to be filling out all that kind of stuff.
So we can use your int mod since it's higher than mine for the hull points. So the plus
Okay.
3.
Okay. All right. So Alpha, what are you doing during the idling out of port? Anything in particular?
Hold on, he's doing math.
Oh, okay, my bad. We'll go ahead and move to Silori then. Silori, what are you going to be doing during this short trip out of the port?
His main
That's
thing
not
is just kind
very idle.
This
His
is
main
not
thing is
very
he-
idle music.
Right?
he's just kind of looking over to see if there's anything that he actually can do at this point. Because we have someone piloting, we have someone looking at weapons, have someone trying to get into the scanning for any material there. The only other thing really to do would be just to try to. Well, I guess he can try to actually search the map that. Well, there really wouldn't be much left in said cargo hold, would there?
Go ahead and make a perception check, Silori. And now that we've heard from everyone, Kalela, you can go ahead and make your computers check. Silori, you notice a collection of strange symbols that appear on many of the side panel displays. Something foreign to you, something you've never seen on a ship before. You don't recognize what they are, what they could be, but they are strange, and Yeah, you've never seen symbology like this in a ship's computers before.
This is curious.
Kalela with a 12. You know that Revosys is likely... Go ahead.
Would it be
17? Sova, this is your second usage, right? Or third?
Second.
So 17. Fantastic.
I just scream +5 a lot. I'm sorry.
All right. So Silori's figured that out. Kalela, you can tell that, yes, of course, Revosys does have tracking devices enabled on this ship. They know where it's going at all times, and they are probably already receiving notifications that their autopilot's been turned off.
I'm going to disable that.
Another computers check.
Can I aid?
Yeah, absolutely. Kalela, you can see the outgoing messages begin, and you cut them off before they can get sent.
Nice.
Awesome. And I don't see anything going to Zephyr core, right?
Nothing to Zephyr.
Cool. All right, we're free. No tracking. And I start putting in the coordinates of where we gotta go for Bacchus.
Yeah.
I'm just
Is our
gonna keep an eye
co-pilot
on
gonna put
him.
his stats in? You're the captain. The co-pilot's Nikolai, I believe.
No, I'm on weapons.
You're on a gun. Okay, and then Sova's on a gun.
Yeah, someone's on a gun.
That works.
As captain, can't Silori be also on a gun? Or is that co-pilot?
That would be the co-pilot.
Actually, co-pilot can only do technician or pilot.
Right, technician or pilot. Yep.
Got it.
Okay, so we have... Okay, so we have 2 of the 3 guns. Sova, since you can't really perform the actions as normal, we'll go ahead and let you have control of 2 guns. You can only use the regular attack action on the second one, though. You can't perform maneuvers. You can only use just the attack action. So you can perform maneuvers with one of your gun, but the other gun literally just shoots.
Yeah. I thought I read somewhere there was a way to link 2 guns, so you only made 1 attack.
That seems like a thing. That's probably a thing. It's probably in the Master Technician's Guide does have a lot more information on Starship weaponry. So I will make it a point to read that before next session. But let's go ahead and get everybody's stats into here. Let's figure out the stats of the Hyperlands. Let's see what else we need to do. Silori has brought up that strange symbology. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kalela.
Sorry, one last question. The patch repair, would that mod be from either myself or Alpha?
Either one of you, correct.
Okay, so we'll put Alpha since he has the higher one.
Targeting system
is
not a maneuver, is it? Or is that a maneuver?
Target systems is a maneuver. And you can do 1 maneuver on your turn.
Okay.
You can do 1 maneuver and then just fire the other weapon. That's it.
Did I miss the defense mod? So we get to add our hull points, another thing with that.
Look at you guys figuring this out already.
And intelligence mod.
So I basically add yours twice to the hull points. That works.
You got your initiative bonus in there. Excellent.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Do I add anything into any of these?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Just your just your to hit.
What is my What is my to hit?
Your to hit's gonna be Gunner's proficiency bonus plus Gunner's dex mod plus Captain's wisdom modifier, which is
Hold on,
a 0.
say it again, but
It's at the bottom. Do you see this? The Hyperlands player? Go all the way to the bottom, and it tells you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're good. The ship, the ship's character sheet is set up.
Yeah.
Is set up pretty decently. It's pretty easy to find the information that you need.
Captain's wisdom modifier?
The 0.
I got it.
Yeah.
So what is your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is 3.
3 plus your bonus of 5, so it's 5 to hit for you for both of your guns.
Yep.
Okay.
So wait, don't I add my 3 decks plus
Plus your 2 proficiency, and the captain's wisdom is a 0.
Yep.
Alright, so it's
And
all
since
5
we don't
okay.
have a
Thank you.
co-pilot / commander, because
Plus 5 to hit is not bad.
Not at level 2.
Okay.
Hell no.
So we'll figure out a way to get the co-pilot set. I mean the commander set up so we can get those wisdom bonuses in there.
I mean, because I'm always, if I'm on a gun, I can't be the commander, so I can't. My wisdom bonus can't add in.
Right.
It'd almost be possibly better to have Layla on guns and me in the co-pilot position.
I think she wants to be a techie. So.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
We'll just keep it like this. Doesn't have to be optimal. All
I think
right.
it's also, we only have 5 players. I think it's part of it too.
We'll get to 6 pretty soon
Yeah.
here, but yeah, well, it's just gonna be unoptimal. It's just what it is. All right.
I mean, we did really well last time. With this,
Yeah.
All right. Really, the only thing that suffers from it is just the weapon systems. That's really it.
Honestly, the only way to
I did snap it, should I shoot anyway? Doesn't matter.
All
I
right.
think the only way to make this optimal is actually a 7-player team.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. All right.
Or we hire a crew.
That's certainly a thing. Hiring crew members is certainly a thing that could be done. All right. But that is a
Then we could have
discussion
a mutiny.
for another time. So, what are y'all doing? You have a few minutes as you're kind of idling out of port.
Bacchus is checking gauges, checking the perimeter, seeing if anyone's following, things like that.
Okay.
I am trying really hard not to spin the guns.
Yeah, because the AI that would be piloting it would not be playing with the guns right now.
Right.
I'm trying really hard to behave, but it's like a dog with a chicken in front of it. She just wants to chase the fucking chicken, but she can't.
Lay is just like really watching the computers, making sure nothing weird is coming.
Performing diagnostics.
Kalela, make a. I want to say computers for everything, but there's got to be a better check for this for you to check the sensors and really take a good close look at them. Let me take a look at a character sheet real quick.
How many patch repairs do we have? How many uses of it?
It says max 2.
Kalela, make an astrophysics check.
Oh, a 20.
Kalela, there's some strange readings out there. You can't quite pinpoint what it is, but it's almost like there's like tiny little pieces of metal moving around out there, but it's picking up strangely on the radar. You've never seen anything like it before, but you can tell something strange is out there.
Do not like.
Can I call Alpha over? Hey,
Sure.
beep boop.
Beep boop boop boop. What any assistance? What can I help you with?
Have you seen anything like this? It's just really these readings are just not typical.
Interesting.
Go ahead and make a astrophysics check yourself, Alpha. Okay. So you can see that they're reading like ships, but extremely small, minuscule, like almost like the size of a small toy would be. Like you could fit it in the palm of your hand. But otherwise, the readings are reading just like starships, just like fighter ships. There's 4 of them.
Many starships.
If you were to look out the front viewport or look out the visual sensors and things like that, you would see nothing in the space that they're supposed to occupy.
Have I heard anything like that? Like, have I, like, being kind of like a techie?
And like seeing things through the sim help to see any of this?
Hmm.
Can
No.
I scan to help or boost or?
I don't want you to waste another one of your plus
Can I-
5s.
Investigate further, like somehow
Sure.
using everything I.
Let's go
at my
ahead.
disposal.
Let's go ahead and do... Let's go ahead and do lore.
Lore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I also make a
Spaced
lore
out,
check?
what
or
are
Let's
we-
go ahead and do it with, we'll
Ooh.
say, I was going to say at advantage, since Kalela's helping. So, Alpha, you remember reading about something like this a long time ago. Several years back, you were reading about something like this, about ships that seemingly popped up out of nowhere. Ships that were too big to be cloaked, yet somehow were. They were dismissed as old wives' tales, as captains and their crews letting off an unintelligible gibberish in the moments before their demise, as the only encounters that have been had with these ships that seem to come out of nowhere have been from ship logs from destroyed ships. No crew has survived an encounter with these before.
Oh, that's bad.
And as that happens, as you realize that, simultaneous response sensors begin going off and going haywire all over the ship.
That's bad.
Bacchus, this happens as soon as you clear the port. You've officially exited the slow water.
And there's alarms going off for what?
Alarms are going off, and the flashing display in front of you goes, "Warning, enemy attack." And just as that happens, 4 ships decloak directly between you all and the Iriati Rift where you're heading.
Oh no.
Am I able
Sova,
to, like...
you can detect them beginning to charge their weapons up.
Light
Oh,
speed.
what the hell now?
Wait, as he's doing light speed, can I, like, initiate the cloaking of our ship?
Your ship does not have a cloak. Ships generally don't have cloaking devices, and the biggest ships that you've been able to find that are actually known to have cloaking devices are tiny racing ships. The technology should not be able to be applied to ships the size of what you're seeing. It's unheard of. It's supposed to be impossible. But you have just seen with your own eyes 4 ships far larger than has ever been heard of before decloaking in front of you. You can see a bomber and 4 fighters plotting an intercept course directly for your ship.
Interesting.
And
Are
we pick
we
up
able to
here
tell-
next week.
Damn.
Ah!
No!